Oh my god, I can't believe it. I don't know how many comments I've gotten being like, when's part 2 of ClickShop? When do you learn how to make items? How do you make items? I don't get it. Like, okay, I know it took me a while to get over here, but I'm finally here to teach you how to add items into your ClickShop on Roblox Studio 2021. And oh my god, I've been wanting to do this video for so long, but I've never really had the chance because I never knew how to. But finally, I actually know how to do this. So in this video, you're gonna get what you want, and I am also gonna get what I want. But I don't really want to waste you guys' time, so I think we just get started already. So to start off, we are at where we left in part 1. So this is basically what we did. We did the frame and all of that, and how to make the exit and open button with the scripts right here, and same with the shopkeeper and the click detector and all of that. But in this video, it's gonna get a bit more advanced. Today we're gonna be using much bigger codes, and we're gonna use a lot more technology. We're not just gonna use the frame and start the GUI. We're gonna use like replicated storage and all of that good stuff. But the thing that we want to do first, when we left off last time, because we have the frame and all of that, so there's nothing really we have to change over here. So we're gonna go over to workspace, and we're gonna go and add a script. And you want to name the script exactly this: leaderstats. This is very important that you name it leaderstats. It is basically, the leaderstats is basically, it's gonna show how much money you have, and then it's gonna subtract the amount of money if you buy, for example, a gun or something like that. So it's a very, so this thing is gonna basically show how much money you have and when you spend it. So we're gonna start off this script, and it's not that long. This one is not that long to write, but yeah, so we're gonna start off by writing game.players, oh god, dot player added connects function, and still I don't want, in this episode I'm not gonna pronounce these weird signs, because I don't feel like doing it. Even though that someone left me a comment saying on how to do it, I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna use it. And after we've done another one of those, you're gonna do player like this. This is the first line of code. Then we're gonna go down to and write local leader stats, not stats, e equals instance dot new folder. Yeah, folder. Yeah, it's not only that, it's folder that player. Yes, I am gonna get another comment saying, yeah, that thing is called that, but I don't care anymore, because I'm not an English god. I just want to do this video. And now we're gonna drop down the line and write leader stats dot name equals leader stats. Well, it's basically leader stats is named leader stats, yeah. And now we're gonna go down 2 rows, and now we're gonna start with, like, basically you can do this however you want. If you want your money to be called currency, money, or anything like that, you can do that. You just have to write local, and now you want to write, like, for example, if you want it to be currency, you write local currency. But if you want cash, for example, you write local cash. And then you want to do instance new, because if you write this, you are gonna make what is it called? You're gonna make a new, for example, like leader, like a new stat that you can watch, look at, and like you can, for example, add kills. You can add, yeah, time and all of that. But in this case, we're making cash, and for cash, we want it to be int value. Int value leader stats. That is for how to make cash, because int value is the amount, is gonna show how much you have, and it's gonna be cash. But we're not really done with that. You're gonna go down one, and you're gonna do cash dot name equals, and then you want to just give your cash a name. I'm just gonna name it cash because it's simple. And then you want to do cash dot value equals 200. You can do it, for example, however you want, but I do 200. And that is all you have to do to create a leader stat. Now, again, you can do this however you want. You can go down 2 rows again and then make another one by using the same code and just changing the cash to something else. But yeah, now we... Oh god, what did I do? Oh yeah, okay, we're back. Now that we have added the leader stat code, we can just test it to see if it works. And for example, as you can see here, we have 0 cash currently, and that's because we haven't added the other scripts yet. I said that it was going to be 200, but since I haven't added the other scripts yet, it doesn't show up how much. But later on, when we add the other scripts and that, it's going to show up how much cash I have. So now that we know that the leader stats thing is working, and now we can move on to the next... Wait, I did something wrong. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Pardon me, I'm... I accidentally... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I accidentally deleted the line of code, so now it is 200. So now it should be as it should. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Oh god, that was embarrassing. Alright, enough with that. So now we're gonna move on to the next thing that we're gonna do. So now you're gonna go over to frame. You're gonna wanna make it visible again because you wanna see what you're gonna add, and then you're gonna add 2 text buttons. Now these text buttons have to be named of what kind of item it is. For example, if I want a pistol, okay, let's take a pistol. You put 1 into starter pack and then you say no on the rest, and then you delete the 2 others. And there we go. And now we have 1 in starter pack right here, for example, but we didn't really need to do this. Right now we could have done it later, but it doesn't matter if you do it now or later. You can just add them whenever you want. But you're gonna want to name one of these text buttons depending on what kind of weapon it is. For example, if I have a pistol right here, I can change the name to this to be pistol. There we go. And this, which one is pistol? This is pistol, okay. Now you just want to make sure that the button looks nice and that, so it doesn't look ugly in your shop. Oh god, I messed up. And now you want to change the background and all of that. I like to go with a kind of like a blue color because it looks nice. And then you want to change the text. I learned you guys how to do this in the video before this, and the text, it has to say, well, it has to say what it is. So I'm gonna type sword line 150. This means that the sword is gonna cost 150, and you can again, you can add with what value you want, but I want it to be 150. And yeah, you stretch it out a bit so it just doesn't go down the line. There we go. So now we have added 1 button. We can go to the other one, and for the other one I thought that we maybe make an auto rifle. You add 1 again into starter pack and the rest no, and then you delete the other 2 that you did not want to add. And then we have them both right here, as you can see. But now you want to go over to the other text button and you want to name this one assault rifle with no spaces, because in scripting you don't use spaces in a word, never. And you want to make it again as big as the sword one was. Wait, which one was this? 36. There we go. Perfect. Now you just want to again change the background. You could also, if you want to, just copy and paste them, but yeah, I'm stupid and I don't do that. But yeah, you can just copy and paste the buttons and then just change the name and the text and that. So we're gonna change the name to this one to being assault rifle being 100 maybe. I know that the prices are very weird. Pistol should be less. Okay, this one has to be a bit bigger because it doesn't fit otherwise. Wait, why did I name this one sword? Yeah, I did a testing on this before, so I would make sure it works, and I used the sword. You can also use the sword if you want to, and I accidentally typed sword when it should be pistol. So there we go. Now we have added the 2 buttons, and now we are basically ready to start, what can I say, the hard part of this. And now that we have now, if you did this before adding this, now you want to add the things into the starter pack if you haven't already done it. But when you have added the things into starter pack, you want to drag them over to what they are. So an AR goes into assault rifle button and pistol goes into pistol button. So pistol goes into there and assault rifle goes there. Now this is where it's gonna get a bit hectic, because now we're gonna start making massive codes. And so that we're gonna add a local script into assault rifle, and you want to add a local script into pistol as well. So in the scripts, they are pretty much similar, but you just change a couple of things. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in script surface, in replicated storage up here, you want to click the plus, and then you want to add what it's called a bool value. You want to add 2 of these, because we're going to have 2 weapons. If you have 3, you're going to add 3, and then, yeah, continue it like that. And you want to name one of these 2 purchase 1, and the other one is going to be purchase 2. So now we know that if they buy the second one, we have to, well, write down the second boot value. And if you want to buy the first one, you write down the first boot value. So now we have these two added in replicated storage. Don't miss this step. This is basically probably the most important. Because without these two, there's no way you're getting your weapon, or it's gonna work. So in the local scripts, this is where a big code is gonna come, and yeah, I'm just gonna write it all down, but I'm again gonna leave the scripts in the description if you don't feel like typing them down. But you're gonna have to adjust the text and that, so yeah. I would just recommend following my steps or writing after me. So in the which local script are we in? Okay, so let's go to the AR script first. So what you want to write in the script first is local player equals game.players.local player. And then you want to go down the line and you want to do local cash. Now this is a thing again. If your money is called cash, you write local cash. Again, if it is currency, you write currency here. Like it is whatever your cash or currency is called. Equals player dot wait for child leader stats. And then you want to do wait for child again. And then you want to do cash. There we go. This is this row complete. Now you want to jump down again another line. You want to type local 1. Now the AR is going to be... No, actually, this is local 2. Because in the shop, the pistol is at the far left, and that's going to be the number 1. This is number 2. So for number 2, you're going to write local 2. If it's number 1, you're going to write local 1. And you're never going to use one. Never going to mix 2 and 1, because then nothing works. Literally nothing. And to locate that, well, local 2 is here. We want to do equals a game dot replicated storage dot purchase 2. There we go. Since we wrote 2, we're gonna use purchase 2. And then we want to go down the line, write 2 dot value equals false. There we go. That's the first 4 lines of script. We only have about like 20 more. But now you want to go down 2 lines over to 6, and then you want to write script dot parent dot mouse button 1 click connect function. And then you want to go down line and do if to value equals false and cash dot value. Then you want to do this kind of let or whatever magic it's called equals. Now the AR cost 100, so now we're gonna write equals 100 then for example, the pistol is 150. You're gonna want to change this to 150 then. And then you want to go down to script, and then we'll go down the line and write script.parent.text equals purchased. Now, what do I mean with this text? Well, it basically means like this, because this whole script so far is whenever I click the button that has the AR in it, I will get, if I have $100 and I click it, it will change the text from assault rifle to purchased, so you know that it's purchased, and it will stay there. That's very nice. And then you want to go down again a line and do local tool equals script dot parent dot assault rifle clone. There we go. Now you want to do again, go down one, tool dot parent equals player dot backpack. Again, do not use a big P on this. If you use a big P on backpack, it does not work. You want to use big B and nothing else. Because I've noticed that a lot of you guys have been leaving comments in my last video saying that the script does not work. Well, have you made sure that you haven't wrote like a big letter somewhere where it isn't supposed to be big? Because that's usually the main problem, or you haven't wrote the line of script correctly. I'm just saying, if you're watching the video and still need help, just look through it and see if you have wrote big letters anywhere where it's not supposed to be. Alright, so we're going to go down a row again, and then as we're going to use our currency, we're going to write cash.value equals cash.value equals 100. Now this little code is basically when it is no, not that, not equals, it's gonna be a line. There we go. This basically means that if we purchase it, we're gonna lose $100 money. Pretty simple. And then we're gonna go down and do to value equals true. There we go. And now we have basically written the first part, and all of this is basically so that if you purchase it, it changes the text to purchase, and you get the assault rifle in your backpack and you lose 100. So now we're going to go over to end down here and do enter, and then we're going to go down 2 rows like this, and then you're going to write if to value equals false and cash dot value 100, then again it's that weird text, and do not leave comments saying on what it is please. And yeah, now we're gonna go down to local more cash, well, not go down more, we're gonna go down row more cash equals 100 cash value. Okay, so now we're gonna go down again another row, and we're gonna write script.parent.text equals, and then now this is where you can write basically anything you want it to say when you buy your thing. If you don't have enough money, it's basically gonna say that you don't have enough for this, and this you can write anything you want. But I like to write you need, and this is where it gets a bit interesting. Now you want to go over to the text, and you want to write dot more cash dot more cash. This is like this thing in the middle that I wrote right here. It's basically gonna show like when you click it and you don't have enough money, it's gonna calculate how much money how much more money you need to actually buy the thing. Pretty simple. And then you want to go down the line, and then you want to just write weight, yeah, 1.3 maybe, like that, something like that. And then you want to do script, no, not the biggest, script.parent dot text equals assault rifle 100. There we go. We are done with this script. Now we're gonna actually the script in the pistol is very similar. So we're just gonna copy all of this and insert it into the pistol script. But here we want to change a couple of things. Since this one is value 1 in the bool value, we want to change all of the 2's and also all of the names on the things. For example, assault rifle, you don't want it to be that. So in here, since we wrote local 2, we're gonna write local 1. No, local 1. There we go. And then you want to change this to purchase 1. Yes. And now you want to change all of the 2's. It's going to show all of the 2's in the text, and you want to change them to 1. 1 value, 2 value, no 1. That's the last one. Now you want to check if there's anything else. Like, for example, assault rifle. It's not going to be assault rifle, it's going to be pistol. There we go. And you also want to change the prices. This is something that, since my pistol cost 150, I want to change the values to 152. That's something that people probably mess up, and that I did that when testing, and yeah, I was a bit confused until I noticed. So we want to change all of the values to 150 and change all of the assault rifle text to pistol. For example, in this one too, you write pistol 150. There we go. And that's basically all you have to do. You just have to change the 1's and 2's, and then you're basically done. As you can see, we are basically done now. So if we close all of these things in the Explorer down and go over to the flat terrain, and you just wanna you wanna go to the screen and make it invisible again. Now you're gonna go over and test it. And if I've done everything correct, you should be able to buy items. And what the heck is this? Like, I used this pistol in the testing. I just deleted the shoulder camera script, and then it should work. That is so stupid. It should not. Oh god. The libraries, like there should not be appearing one of those things. So make sure when you use what can you say, pistols and guns and that, don't use this one. It's actually annoying as heck. Yeah, that is a bit odd. Yeah, and my headset died. Nice. So this is me voicing over of what happened, and basically what was happening was that I had the shoulder camera active for a very long time, and the reason why it was still active is because the assault rifle also had a shoulder camera active. So make sure that when you use these types of pistols that delete the shoulder cameras. And this, like, I did nothing wrong. The thing that happened was that I wrote some of the scripts wrong. I had a shoulder camera, and this video got a bit more weird than I thought. So I'm just gonna skip over to the part of the end on, and I'm gonna show you the scripts at the end of what it should say. Okay, so we're back, and this is voice over me. So after almost 20 minutes of figuring out what happened, what I decided to do was I deleted the entire script, and here's the first script. This one is for the pistol, right here. I had to write down the entire script again because it didn't work before, but I wrote down the entire script again, and this is the pistol script. And I should pull up the sword. Yeah, I changed it a bit. It went from AR to sword, and here's the sword script. This is the sword script. Yes, I changed from AR to sword because I thought, like, I don't need two guns. So this is when I was gonna test the weapons and the purchase thing. So we go into the play. I walk over. As you can see, I have 200 cash, and then I click him, and then if you want to buy a sword, and you click him, it says purchased, and then you have the sword in your inventory. But if you try to, for example, purchase the pistol, which I'll probably show in a bit, it will just say that you need a bit more cash. Like, look, you need 50 more cash. Like, you can't just buy it, you don't have 100. So yeah, this is basically what happened. I was pretty sad when I noticed that my microphone and headset died, but I'm voicing over this now, so it's fine. And yeah, what you can also do is, I'm probably gonna do in a second, is you can go over to players, to your character, the leader stats, and then the value. You can change the amount of money you have, and then you can also purchase that one if you want to. And yeah, that is basically how you make. That's basically how you add items and money into your shop in 2021. This is a video that I've always been wanting to release because everyone has been like, when is this video coming out? Like, when are you gonna show how to add items and that? It is here, don't worry. But yeah, look, okay, so I just added 100 and now I can buy that too, and it's also purchased. Look, I have the two things in my hand. Well, the weapons were a bit broken, but if you have working weapons and that, please use them instead. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here, and be sure to turn on the notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a new video to my channel. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!